Good morning and welcome to Club Chermside for Day 4 of the 2026 Queensland Multi-Disability Championships, which is proudly supported by Club Chermside and the Northern Suburbs Bowls Club. I'm Robbie Allen, and you'll have to put up with me with commentary today. I've got nobody else available at this stage. I'm hoping to get a couple of guests in at some stage. And you'll have to bear with me, though. I do have a bit of a sore throat today, so if I get a bit crackly, you'll be able to understand. And anyway, Bowls Queensland is proudly sponsored and supported by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, J. Carroll Club Promotions, the Bioscapes Group, TGI Puma, and of course Village Motors. So if any of those sponsors tickle your fancy and you need any of the services from them, certainly feel free, because they do look after bowls in Queensland. Okay, we've got round 4 of the physically impaired singles today. We have Howard Courts from the Waves Caloundra, and he's versing Wesley Brown from Pine Rivers. I believe they were going to have an 8:45 start. So we'll be slightly delayed starting, but we will catch up the time during the day anyway. Okay, well, while they're doing that, we'll just bring up the results from the first 3 rounds so far. We've got Robert Morgan, Brett Sellers, Clive Williams, Cooper Whitestyles all on 3 wins out of 3. And then a group of them on 4 points, which is 2 wins. Wesley's amongst those ones. And of course Howard, he's only had 1 win out of his 3. So far he's only lost by a couple of points. He's only a -8 by the look of it, so it's not too bad. And of course Wesley's on a 0, so his margin is nil, I suppose. But yeah, it'll be interesting. We do have Clive on the next one, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes in this game. And we've got Shane Kerr on the second one as well, which he's not in the top 16 at the moment. But he's liable to frighten some people. Okay, back to the game. There was only a light dew, so feel the green a little for a start. Once again, you do have to bear with me. I'm doing about 10 things here at the moment. Good morning, Mr. Baker. Good to see you on. And I haven't got the other one up and running at this stage. I will have very shortly. Okay, so this is the last day of the event. We've got two games of the singles this morning, and then this afternoon's game we've got the live stream Open Pairs gold medal match, and we won't know who that's in that until after the second round today. Okay, there's the bell. We're underway. So Wesley's got the mat. Be interesting to see what distance he throws. And we had Howard on yesterday morning on the first game, and he played against Cooper Whitestyles. Cooper prevailed in that game. So Howard will be wanting to get a couple of wins today just to feel good. Okay, a good medium to 3/4 or just over medium, I suppose, length. It'll be interesting to see how this rink goes today. We are a little bit closer to the ditch than yesterday, and we did find that the ditch hand was really swooping. It's not a bad feeler from Wes. As I say, there was a little bit of a dew this morning, not that heavy, but still going to hold the bowls back slightly until it dries out a bit more. Okay, Howard's going to give us an idea of what that ditch side is doing. Beautiful speed. Certainly not swooping like it was yesterday, but as I say, until it dries out, it'll hold slightly. Once it dries out, that side will swoop. Okay, Wesley just struggling with the weight at the moment. And we've got two southpaws playing. Howard's well pointed again. Going to come just about back to the line, so he's made a slight adjustment there, just put a little bit too much weight on. Better looking from Wes. Oh, just unlucky slicing it a little bit. Oh, Howard, I think you just lost your line a little bit there. He'll make the adjustment with his last. Okay, Wes, you just got to either come round or underneath your front bowl. Keep that weight and you should be right. The line's not bad, just a little bit too speedy. Okay, so Howard holding one at the moment. Just got to beat his own bowl to make it a double. And that's going to be quite interesting. I'd probably do favour Howard's last bowl as a second shot. But with the camera angles, it's difficult to actually tell correctly. Looks like Chris has only got one red paddle in his hand at the moment. Two shots. Okay, it'll be interesting now to see what length Howard throws, whether it's going to be similar or whether he's going to go long or short. The mat's up a bit. It's probably up about 3 or 4 metres. And he's thrown it to the tee. Pretty handy start from Howard. Probably about 21 3/4 inches short. Okay, Wes playing his forehand as well. Oh, just a bit speedy. Okay, Howard's got another good bowl here. And he's using aerodynamics. And it looks like Wes has got the XGs, the slice. Better looking speed from Wes. Absolutely nailed it. A brilliant correction. That first bowl of his, which is at the back now, is certainly in a prime spot. Okay, Howard just needs another couple of feet on his last. Gave it a very good effort, just a tad wide. Beautiful speed. Wes looks to be just a smidgen tight, but it is holding. But well, actually, it was a beautiful line. It was just the speed. Yeah, these guys have got the that ditch side line pretty much mastered. Okay, it's an interesting concept. Alright, all Wes has got to do is just beat this red bowl round about the 4 o'clock mark. Depends on his speed now. It's pointed not too bad. He's played this very well. Good bowling, Wes. Should be 2 shots apiece. Chris is just waiting on the players to confirm that, which is the proper thing to do. Yep, confirmed, so all sweet. Thank you for those stars, Dave. Okay. good view of the delivery on the left-hand side of the screen. Beautiful speed. Both of them favouring their forehands. You both got a pretty good delivery for left-handers. It's another handy bowl for Wes. I'm surprised Howard changed. He had good line on the other hand. But unfortunate, just slicing Wes's bowl in a bit closer. Let's see where that ended up. Oh, way over to the left there, yep. Once again, you got very good grass here. There's 3 pretty good bowls from Wes. Howard needs to get something in there. Just a bit speedy. That was his only drawback. Came right back to the line again, so he's found his grass line. Okay, umpire's been called out already. Got to thank all the volunteers, the umpires and markers. They do a wonderful job, and quite often neglected in the thanks. But without them, the game really can't progress as well as it has. Okay, so Howard 4 down at the moment. Looks to have made the correction on the speed. Oh, still running through. Oh, I think we've just picked up a handful in. Yep, Howard's conceded the 4. Okay, so they're using a mat at each end rather than carrying the mat. A lot of singles players do carry the mat, but yeah, these guys are just leaving the mats at each end. Okay, sticking with that medium to early 3/4 length. And also sticking with his forehand. And he's continuing where he left off. Beautiful start. Good looking line here from Howard as well. lovely bowl. Just a tad under. Howard's well pointed again. Just got to get the speed to be there. Oh, 1.5 foot short. Great line. Hey, Wes has taken a bit more an aggressive line here. His weight's not too bad either. Oh, just went through the gap. Lovely weight. Or lovely speed. Howard covering the back, which is not silly idea at all, because Wes has got the opportunity of playing that yard through, sitting that bowl out or trailing it back. Howard's now covered that, so it should be a little bit trickier for Wes to pick up a 3 or 4 if he slides it sideways. He's trying very hard. That was a great effort. Beautiful speed to have sat that out for possibly 3. Howard's still playing the dangerous hand. He certainly doesn't want to touch that front bowl of Wes's. That's safe. He'll take the 1 and be happy. I think I've stuffed up that score. That's a bit better. Yep, 6-3. Hoping that the marker will confirm that when he updates the scoreboard. Yeah, 3/4 length. Nicely balanced delivery. And only a couple of feet over, that's awesome. Once again, nice balance on the delivery. once again, another good bowl. Oh. That's a pretty fine effort. That's probably going to be the shot. Okay, We's just checking to see the position of Howard's bowl in comparison to where the jack is. Probably just a little bit quick, that was all. Once again, the line was brilliant. Okay, Howard sticking to his backhand. And he looks to be well pointed. Just a smidgen quick. It's still in a very, very good area. He can drag the jack with his last one and make 2 or 3. Wes has just got to keep that line and just adjust his weight slightly or his speed slightly. Okay, he likes it. And that is shot. That's why he likes it. Great bowl. Okay, Howard, you've got a choice now. You can either trail a jack back a foot or so or sit that bowl. Sit the bowl for 2 and trail a jack back for 3. Just overcooked it with the width. Okay, gives Wes the opportunity of playing the same bowl again. If he gets a bit of the jack, he can make 3. All he's got to do is just beat that wing bowl of Howard's, which is only about a bowl short of jack line. Just thinking about it. He's right, I know what to do now. Nice bit of air, it depends on the speed. I don't think it's here. I'd be disappointed with that. That'll be 1 to Wes. I'll make it 7-3. So he's at the 3rd mark, or the 3rd of the numbers required. quite often these players, like a lot of singles players, go up in segments. You're looking to get the first lot to 7, then you're looking to get 14, and then you're looking to get the game over in the 21. Just little steps, little goals. Let's get another angle of the deliveries. Arm coming straight through on delivery. It's always good doing that. Do it each time, you know, that the bowls are going to go down the desired path. And that's a great start from Howard. Once again, a good extension on the delivery. And a good effort, probably made shot. Howard says, no, I'm going to take that back, but just slid off it. Yeah, the marker's saying 1 to Wes. Only just push this a little bit wide. It is coming back. As I said earlier, as it's going to start to dry out, that side is going to swoop a bit more. Got a bit of sun on it now, so it's starting to dry up a bit. It was running about 16 yesterday at the peak of the day. Okay, definitely 1 to Wes. And if he's got the speed on this one, it'll make it 2. It's just going to be a tad short. Okay, Howard, you've got to reach this bowl of Wes's. Good aggressive looking line. It just depends on the speed. If he hits that, tips it out for, oh, very unlucky. Beautiful speed to just tip that over a couple of times. He could have made 3. Just caught it on the edge instead of in the middle. There'll be 1 more to Wes. Okay, races out to an 8-3 lead. Sorry for the silence, I'm just getting a couple of things done here. Another handy start for Wes. Just 3 or so feet over. Yeah, good start by Howard. Okay, bit of speed from Wes. It's both these deliveries are very similar. They've got a good extension of the arm coming through. A bit unlucky there, just caught the wrong side of it. I think Howard's still holding shot there. Just have a look on the side camera and see what we can see. Yeah, definitely favouring Howard for a couple of shots here. Okay, see what Wes has got here. He's got a tighter line and he's just got to make sure the speed's there. And he's just unfortunately a bit short. Made the concentration on getting that line correct and just forgot to put that extra speed into it. An opportunity here for Howard if he can just tickle a jack, make a 3. Very good effort. Players just go up there to confirm their number of shots. Chris being very patient. Yep, confirming 2. 5 plays 8. Looks like one of the games on the other green is finished already. I must be mistaken. It's wouldn't be all over by now. Oh, they're coming off the green. Yeah, great bowl from Wes. Howards gave that one a good opportunity. Just a half a bowl too narrow. Yeah, Kelly cheering on Wes. Okay, I'm just about to be joined by a guest commentator. Yeah, on the sorry about that little bit of a silence there. I'll just wait for this bowl of Wes's and get that down here. And I'd like to welcome into the commentary Steve Fox, who's the president of Deaf Bowls Queensland. Morning, Steve.
Morning, Robbie.
Yep. You can't hear me on those?
Getting anything through the headphones.
Okay. We'll get that checked out. I can't hear you.
If you talk.
And that was one to Wes.
See if you can hear him when he's talking.
Yeah, I'm talking. You can't hear me, Steve?
Can't hear anything through the headphone, no.
Okay. I'm not getting you either. Okay, well, that could be a bit better. Can you hear me now? Okay. Right, sorry people, I just gotta get this sorted out. Oh, gee. No.
Oh, okay.
It's a problem. Okay. Can you hear me now, Steve? Okay, that's good. I've got a bit of an echo here as well. I'm not too sure what you've done there, Tony. You put that up way too high. We're getting You still hear me, Steve?
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Okay,
Yep. All
let's
good.
go. Well, welcome aboard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And it's great to be here. It's a pleasure to be able to sit back and watch some of the other bowls for a change instead of being out there. It's been a grueling 3 days so far.
It has. Yep.
Yeah, and we've been blessed with the weather, thank the Lord. So,
You can thank me later for that. I organised the weather for you, Steve.
oh, thanks, mate. Thanks, Robbie.
Yep. One of the things I've got to try and do at times. But no, it has been brilliant weather. Bit overcast today, but
Yeah.
it's still not too
I
cold.
think that'll settle down. I had a quick look at the weather before I came in, and everything's looking fine. So,
Good stuff.
yeah. So, Howard, one of our Sunshine Coast locals from the Waves Club, so just a newcomer to Disability Bowls. It's his first tournament. Playing against a seasoned campaigner in Wes, who probably got a little bit of a green edge, having played in the state test with New South Wales previously in the week, so they've got a little bit of better knowledge on the green. But as we know, with grass, it changes every day.
Certainly does. Changes every hour.
Yeah, that's a good-looking bowl. Wes coming in and just sit on his back bowl there. Yep, lovely bowl.
Yeah, Wes is really getting the hang of, well, both of them are getting the hang of the line. It's just a matter of the speed of it, and Wes has just sort of picked up that speed a little bit quicker than Howard.
Yeah, I played here Monday and then played in the gold medal game on Tuesday, and the greens here are absolutely fantastic. Running beautifully, very true, and a nice pace to them too.
Yep.
And you can't ask for any more than that from a bowling green.
Well, that's it. It's running about 15 to 16 yesterday.
Yep.
Craig has done a great job on the greens here.
Yeah. And just on that, Bowls Queensland, all the volunteers, Chermside, Northern Suburbs, done an outstanding effort. There's 3 shots to Wes there. Without the help and the effort of everybody, we wouldn't have the pleasure of playing in this carnival, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful carnival to play in. I just love playing in this tournament. See everybody out there and knowing how hard everybody puts in the effort, and without being disrespectful to disability bowlers, it is so much more challenging for a disability player to play bowls as opposed to a normal player. And hats off to everybody who's out here, sort of showcasing what they do,
and they're all enjoying it too.
It's without a doubt the best carnival I play at. There's no egos. Everybody, it's just like a family reunion every year, just sort of everybody's happy to see each other, and they all want to know how everybody's been going through the year. I mean, you have contact with some players. I mean, I sort of regularly see the Sunshine Coast players, but sort of the other players from the north, the south, the west. You just sort of, this is like our family get together.
Yep.
So 3 shots there to Wes. And a credit to you, Robbie. I mean, you do a wonderful job with your live streaming and everything. And sort of, as you said the other night, you go to every major tournament, but you just don't play in them. So.
Yeah, that's it.
But like I said, you got the best seat in the house.
Well, I get to see everything.
Yeah,
I don't see some of the other games on the other rinks, but I definitely get the advantage of watching the streamed rink on 4 different camera views.
Yeah. The one thing that's impressed me this year is what chance I've had to look at other games is the standard and level of play has lifted, and it's just, I know on the Gold Coast, Serena works hard with a lot of their para players, and sort of, and it's just really amazing the level of play. This is some of the games we've seen have been nothing short of being at a normal national championship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Wes comes in with a nice bowl. So
I've seen a lot of these guys, and we were going through some yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Or might have been on Tuesday. It was Tuesday afternoon, and the vision impaired singles between Jake Fehlberg and Scott Kinnear
Yep.
I've now won it 7 out of the,
Yeah.
one. I think Scotty's got it 4 times, and
Yeah.
Jake's got it 3 in the last
Yeah.
7 years.
Yeah.
It's only been the 2 different players.
Yeah.
But the standard of the others is coming closer and
Yeah.
closer every time
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
and some of these guys, they've been around. There was one of them there played in the or won the Open Peers way back in about 2012. So that's 14 odd years, and they've still been coming here year after year.
That's a great correction from Wes. Howard put in a good first bowl. He was holding shot, but Wes has gone, changed hands and just corrected, took a bit of weight off, and it's a lovely position. So, yeah, I mean, the standard is increasing. I mean, due to the fact of other tournaments this year, we only had 8 in deaf and hard of hearing. But I'll tell you what, I was fortunate enough to come away with a gold medal, but it was no easy feat, I can tell you. I had to play some, like the standard of bowls across the board. And I think when you look at Queensland in general, I mean, we're certainly setting the benchmark for bowls across all parameters in Australia,
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've got so much to be proud of, and that comes back to the work behind the scenes that Bowls Queensland is doing for us, and sort of they don't get enough accolades for the work they do, unfortunately, but sort of they have my respect. That's a lovely bowl from Wes.
Possibly 2 shots.
Yeah, I'll play it safe and say 1 and a measure.
I'll give them 2.
Yeah. How he changed his hand here. If he's got the weight, he's got a good shot. I think he's just going to be shy on weight. He's come in just past Jack High.
Speed was good. It was just a little bit too wide.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the morning off. I'm playing the medal playoff this afternoon, so it's nice to be able to sit back and relax and give the body a bit of a break. And
well, that's it. Well, good luck with that today.
Yeah, it's new name, new day, new game. So, oh, that's lovely bowling from Wes. Always
just ran through. So
might be 1 in, 1 out.
Yep. No, it's actually 2 out now. 1
umpire saying 1. Yep.
He should took his second shot out of contention then.
Yeah. The umpires for the whole week have done an outstanding job. The markers have all been really good, especially with the deaf and hard of hearing. We take our hearing devices out and play so that we're all on a level playing field. And for a lot of markers, most of the markers, has been a new thing, and they've been absolutely professional about how they've dealt with us, and they've been so pleasant and polite. It's really great to know that, and sort of.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes, because it must be pretty difficult when you've taken your hearing device out, and you want to ask a marker something. And the marker has got to somehow convey to you the situation without sort of speaking type of thing.
That's right, yeah.
A little bit of sign language. And
we just give the marker a bit of an explanation of how we want the response and everything, and they've been really good. 1 shot there to Wes, so he's jumped out to a 13-5 lead. But I'll tell you one thing, Robbie, it's the greatest thing not playing with your hearing aid here for the amount of ambulances go down Roadie Road. It's unbelievable,
I lost count on Monday. There must have been 20 odd at least. It's been quieter the last couple of days, but Monday was horrific. It was everywhere.
I was playing one game on Monday, and just at my point of delivery, the ambulance hit the siren. I reckon if it had been 2 seconds more, I probably would have dropped it, but sort of,
It's, and some of the, it's okay with it. You can hear the sirens from the distance coming through. But if there's some of that stubborn traffic, and some of the people just do not get out of the bloody way, and all of a sudden they've got to put the extra bass on the siren thing, and by gee, it's pretty loud.
So, good start there from Wes. just past Jack High, off to the right or left as you're looking at it on the screen. Howard will no doubt use that for a guide on where he needs to come in. If he gets a touch, he's just got the wrong side of Wes. So he's knocked Wes in a bit closer. But that's all right. This is Howard's first tournament. He got classified on Sunday, so this is his first go at it. And, he's playing one of the better bowlers in the division, and he's on live stream, so there's nothing like a bit of pressure for poor Howard.
Well,
but
that's it.
No, I'm sure it's a wonderful experience, and it's something he will treasure for a while.
Oh, absolutely. Well, with his first tournament, I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, that is brilliant. Now, he certainly has done himself proud. For that first up effort. By gee, it's not easy.
Myself and Russell Jackson played Wes and his partner in crime, Clive Williams, in the Australian Open pairs in the knockout round. We got them, but geez, we had to fight hard. We had to dig deep. I think that took all our energy, and we lost the next game. But I actually led against Wes. He's a very tough character to play against. So,
There's another one coming through.
Yep. That's a good reply from Howard. He's cut that back to 1. Now he's just got Wes in a little bit of doubt. He's sort of just... Wes has got to be careful here. He just doesn't want to play with too much weight. If that holds, he's got a lovely bowl. If he's got the weight. Yep.
That's a lovely bowl.
Yep, that's a nice bowl. Now he gives Howard a target. So he knows the line now. He can see those 2 bowls. He's just got to be outside those 2 bowls. If he does get the jack, he's got a catcher off to the left on screen as you're looking at it at home. I think he's going a bit wide. They tend not to come back
on that inside.
Out. Yeah. But in saying that, that's a lovely weight. That's a perfect weight. He just needs to be a foot wide, foot narrower. So
I think that's grabbed second shot. It's just hard to say on this angle as well. Looking on the side camera even, it's...
I think Wes is holding 2.
This one's starting to drop in.
Yeah, and that's a lovely bowl.
2 in the measure, markers indicating.
Yep. I know if I'm playing out there now, all I can see is this massive, great target, and I think that's what Howard's looked at too.
He's got an aggressive line.
He's got the weight. I'll tell you what, he's not far off here. He is not far off.
He's going to belly it.
He has got a bomb. What a great bowl. That's a brilliant comeback. Sometimes that's a problem when you cluster the jack like that. I mean, if you put 3 or 4 close together, that becomes a wall, which is a target. But sometimes when you're either side and the jack's exposed, it creates an alley, and it basically gives a line for your opposition, But in saying that, giving a line and actually being able to put the bowl through the line, sometimes are 2 totally different things. But that was beautifully executed then by Howard. It
certainly was.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Marcus...
He's picked up 1 shot.
I thought that other one might have been in a measure.
Yeah. Yep. No, but that's great. And that'll boost his confidence too. Sometimes you as much as you try not to look at the board, sometimes you just got to sort of have a quick glance and see where you are and how things are tracking, because you can get so engrossed in what you're doing in the game that you don't realise what the score is, and sometimes it can just get away from you if you're not mindful of what's going on.
Yeah.
I always like to think of how many times I'm not playing the first bowl. I know if I've done 5 ends without playing the first bowl, something's going on here. I better get my finger out. So.
Yeah, well, I just grab the mat a lot of times and just say to the opposition, I've got a mortgage on this. You try to get a mortgage on it.
Yeah. I've been very fortunate to have Caitlin Inch and Barry Lester as my coaching staff, and Caitlin and I work very hard on the mental side of things, and I've applied a couple of little things. So that's a beautiful first bowl. That's
Great start from Howard.
That's a real confidence builder, you know, especially when you're 13-6 down. You get off to a good start like that, and what that does is straight away that put pressure back on your opposition. So, and Wes is just a little bit wide. Just come in and sit in behind. That's not a bad bowl.
You can see that hand really turning, really swooping now as it's drying out
and
more.
I noticed that on Monday afternoon when I played here, coming back towards the club, it was turning more than going out towards the road.
Yep.
So, but he's got a lovely line. Again, weight's looking good.
As you say,
Weight's looking good.
His confidence been boosted after that last
That's
end.
a great bowl. That is a bit. Now that has put pressure on Wes now. So Wes has got to decide, do I stay on the forehand, do I go to the backhand? Wes being a southpaw, a lefty.
Both of them are. Both of them are southpaws.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Very,
Don't often see that, two lefties.
no, very strange.
There. So Wes has just got to try and take a metre of weight off. And he's just bowled the same bowl. So now for Howard, if he can grab a multiple out of this, that's great for him. But for Wes, he doesn't really want to drop. You know, you'd probably live with dropping 2. But if you drop a 3 or a 4, that gives your opposition a sniff.
Absolutely.
That's not a bad bowl. He's not happy with that. But you know what? For mine, I'd rather have a bowl back there than a foot short, because if Wes does play with weight, the jack's exposed, it's going to come back. And even if it does go out, he's got best back bowl with the jack's respotted on the tee. So he's played safe. He didn't want to, but not a bad outcome out of that. That's something that not enough bowlers look at, especially when you're in a tournament situation. You know, you've got to look at, it's okay to have 4 bowls in the head, but if you've got somebody who's got a decent upshot or a killer drive, you've always got to have something on the back. And
yeah, well, we see at the moment, you know, Howard played the perfect shot. He had two shots and covered the back.
Two shots coverage, and straight away he's put Wes under pressure, and Wes's bowl's short there, which is...
And now Howard can draw a third one to really put some pressure on him.
Absolutely. For mine, all he needs to do is sit on those 2 back bowls of Wes. That would be the killer blow. If he could just sit on those 2 back bowls, because that basically makes Wes have to play for the jack. I'll tell you what, he's coming in. He's going to cover that, I think. Ooh. Yeah.
He's got 3, but...
yeah, he's got 3, but he's created a little tunnel there, you know. It may be far enough forward that it's not going to have any effect.
But he certainly framed it a little bit.
Yeah. So Wes walks back thinking, I'm 3 down, I better do something here. So even though you look at the score and you think 13-6, I've got a 7-shot buffer, but if I drop 3, I've only got a 4-shot buffer, you know.
And then drop a 2 the next end.
That's
and all of a sudden
exactly, you know.
It's anybody's again. He's playing his forehand still. Oh no, his backhand.
He's playing with weight.
Yeah, he's playing the shot that should have played.
It's going to cut. Is it? Oh, he might have took one out. Might have took one out.
Very good effort. Played the right shot.
Yeah. Good weight.
Yep.
Good weight. So that will be 2 to Howard.
Makes it 8-13.
Yep. And from Wes's point of view, he'd be happy with that. You know, dropping 2's better than dropping 3. All Howard's got to do now is put the mat down, step onto the mat, thinking, okay, I've got 2. He doesn't need to let that shot of Wes's taking a shot off him get to him. You know, and
just rinse and repeat. Just put the jack down, block a couple on it.
I think he's found a good length on that, so I'm hoping he can try and stick to that length, which was probably about just short of a 3/4 length. So we're probably looking at about the same length again.
Yep, very similar.
the thing I've learned over the past couple of years working with my coaches is there's more to bowls than rolling bowls, you know, especially when you're in a situation like this. You don't want, as much as you have a preferred length. Yep, that's a lovely reply. That's beautiful. Yeah. That's perfect. You don't want to sit on that length too long and let your opponent get comfortable with that length, you know, and I always try to do, if I'm going to do that, I'll do 2 ends max, and then I'll lengthen it or I'll shorten it. I'll just sort of, you know, because I don't want my opponent to get too comfortable on any length, you know. And one thing I've done this week is every time I've won a toss, I've given the mat away to give me last bowl, and that gives me an indication of
what they
want. Plus, it also gives you the option on your first end of having your last bowl. It just takes a bit of pressure off you, you know, sort of.
I'm a bit the opposite in singles. If I win the toss, I take the mat.
Yeah.
And then I throw what I want to throw. Because it doesn't worry me whether it's short or long. I mean, I've played in 30 odd years or 37 years.
And it's funny, each for their own, and everybody has their own idea and their own game management plan, you know. And then, of course, you find the casual bowler who doesn't have a game management plan, and sort of but if you're sitting at home and you're watching, it's always good to have a game management plan for yourself. I mean, you don't worry about anybody else, but you need to have some idea of how you're going to go about it, you know. And the biggest thing is, okay, having a backup plan if your plan's not working, you know, because sometimes you'll go out there and it won't work. So
you've got to have a plan C and D sometimes.
Yep. So maybe Wes is just feeling a little bit of pressure here. He's just gone off the boil a little bit. He's a little bit wider and longer than what he has been. Sort of, I'm not sure if that one's going to come back, Howard. What we were saying before on that hand, it doesn't seem to come back yet. On the forehand coming back towards the club, it does let go. So
just a bit shy, that one.
Yeah. Yep.
Or a bit dainty.
Yeah. He's only probably half a metre short of the jack, but the problem is he's a metre wide of the jack.
Well, it's forced Wes onto the other hand. Morning, Mary Ingram from Fife in Scotland. Good to see you on board again, Mary.
Wow, we get everybody from all over the world. It's wonderful. It's such a great game. We get such a broad audience.
We have people watching from, you know, Scotland, Wales. Mike Watts is normally on from Aberystwyth.
We did a live stream from the Australian Deaf Games at Mooloolaba in July, and I had a bye and I was commentating with Matty there, and we had a lady from England, a gentleman from Scotland, and 3 people from South Africa watching, you know. So it was just the diversity of the people that watch and where they're watching from is astounding, you know.
We often have Cam McClellan from Saskatchewan in Canada.
Yep.
He's a regular on. We have the South Africans. I haven't seen them this week so far.
So Howard's gone to the backhand. He's got a nice track here. I think it might just let go a little bit. He just needs to roll in a bit further, and that'll be good enough for second shot, I think.
Certainly is.
Yep. And that's good coverage there. Again, he's just put a bit of pressure on Wes, you know. So, I mean, if Wes does come in and skew that jack across, he's got it covered. He's got a catcher behind the jack, so Wes has sort of got to play with weight and trail, or just dead draw.
He's on a good line for a dead draw.
I'll tell you what, he's not far off a dead draw. He's not far. That is a great bowl.
Absolutely magic.
Yep. Well, I'm glad I don't have the commentator's curse, Robbie.
Well, that's it. Brian and Michael normally have the commentator's curse. They're shockers for it. That was a good bowl. Under a bit of pressure.
Yep.
They would have made it 13-10 if he'd missed that.
Yep.
All of a sudden, that's only one end.
And that's experience too. You know, Wes has got a lot of experience. He's played in a lot of state level games and hails from Club Pine Rivers. So they've certainly got their wealth of talent there, under the guidance of Ryan Burnett.
Yep.
It's amazing the amount of talent that's coming to Queensland, particularly in the southeast corner of major bowlers is coming in. I mean, we're so blessed at Club Kiwana to have Jeremy Henry and Barry Lester, Caitlin Inch, you know. We come into the QPL this year, we've got Aaron Tees as one of our marquee players, you know, and beside the fact that it's great to have them playing, they're the type that, I mean, with Teesy, he's the type of guy you can just sort of have a conversation with later, you know, after the game, and you know, and all these high-level players, they're just so welcoming to talk to clubland players, you know. And it's a sort of, it's a great experience if you ever get the chance to have a talk with one of these players. Don't be shy, just walk up and introduce yourself and say, hey, you know, could I have a chat to you, you know. And sort of, they're all very, very good, you know, and they love talking to clubland players because at some stage in their life they were a clubland player too.
That's it. They started.
Yep. They started
the same place as everybody else.
Yep.
There's some of them have got a little bit more raw talent.
Yeah.
But other than that, they started off exactly the same and are very approachable, as you say.
Oh,
Very
absolutely,
approachable.
absolutely. You know, sort of. I know we've still got members at our club at Kiwana that are a little bit shy to talk to Barry, you know, but Barry's one of the most approachable guys you could ever wish to meet. You know, he's sort of always got time for everybody, you know, and sort of, and he's such a wealth of knowledge. I mean, I love to talk to Barry. I absorb so much information out of Barry, you know, and sort of. And Jeremy too. Jeremy's always welcoming to have a chat with, you know. And I've had no problem with Jeremy. If I've had an issue, I've asked Jeremy, and he's always been really good.
Yep,
So,
that's good.
yep. It's great to see Club Maroochydore into the QPL too. Two clubs on the Sunshine Coast in the QPL this year is great. So. Once again, this forehand back towards the club for these players is really letting go, you know, sort of.
As it dries out even more.
Yeah. I think Wes has lost his confidence on the forehand. He's gone to the backhand. He's trying to knock his bowl up, or if he's a bit heavy, just come behind his bowl. So, but as it is, it's going to draw in for shot. So now he's going to force Howard to have a rethink.
Yep, he's holding.
So yeah, I'm not so sure that's what I'd be doing if I was Howard, because he's got a dead set block on the jack. Best thing you can do is just clip the edge of Wes's bowl like that. Nearly had the commentator's curse. So,
Still be one down.
yeah. Yep. So now Wes has got to think about what he's going to do, which way he's going to go.
No, he's still got to stick with his backhand, surely. No, he's playing his
No,
forehand.
he's playing the forehand. Well, I would have played the backhand, looking to knock his bowls up or in between and just sit on Howard's bowl, but he's got good grass. It's all going to be in his weight.
Here it comes.
What do we know, Robbie? Look at that. Yep, ball's
Absolutely
over.
Brilliant.
Yep, 2 shots. Now, Howard's still got a chance here. If he can just trail that jack through a foot, he's got the catcher behind there. But it needs to be a flush, middle of the meat trail, or just sit on Wes's bowl.
Depends on the speed. It's just under.
Oh, he's just going to be under it. It's a great effort. That is a great effort.
Great speed too.
Yep. It was beautiful weight. So, yeah.
I'd be saying that's 2 for Wes.
2 for Wes. Yep.
Yep.
So my coach, Caitlin Inch, is a paramedic, and I noticed past here there's different sirens. I must ask her what the different sirens are for. Whether they have a meaning on emergency level or...
Oh, well, that's the point, yeah.
Yeah, because we're hearing all sorts of sirens. We're hearing single, double, different ones.
Some of those ones that are more bassier. Oh, hang on, this is 2 in a row we've had through now.
Yep.
But some of the bassier ones is because there's traffic in their way.
Yeah,
And they really make sure that they let them know that it's time to depart the scene.
Wes has opted for a 3/4 of the long end here. Oh, he's gone way wide. Way wide. I'd be surprised if that comes back. It does a little bit. He probably needed that to be 3/4 of a metre narrower than what he was. It's interesting playing away from the club. Neither of them have much confidence in the backhand, the side that's releasing.
Well, they did earlier.
Yeah.
The first 2 ends they were nailing on that.
This is a great looking bowl.
Swooping hand.
Oh, he's just going to be short, but it's good enough for shot. Now we get a bird's eye view of their delivery. There. Oh, a little bit of a hesitation there. Something's not right for Wes. Bit of sweat on the hand.
Did the right thing. Put the ball down on the ground.
Yep.
Restart again.
I know I've got a routine in the moment. The split second something doesn't feel right. Step back, start again.
Yep. Put the ball down.
He's changed hands. There we go.
No, he's still playing with his left hand.
He's gone to the backhand, sorry. That's a nice line. That's a nice weight. Yep, that's a lovely bowl. Trail it back. Yep. Jack's exposed there, so there's a line there for Howard on the backhand, and that's what he's going to take. Oh, he might be a tad wide.
We'll swing back from there. Just hasn't got the speed.
Just hasn't quite got the weight. Yeah.
So we're just back to your forehand. What I'm saying is you don't have to draw inside the jack every time. You just got to beat the opposition bowls.
And I think Wes looked at that as safety in numbers. If he was tight, he came across. He had options there. Come around like that, knock his bowls up, be just under. So he certainly had more options. That's a better looking track. If he comes under his bowl, he's got a bomb. It's all on his weight. What a lovely bowl. Ooh. Oh, I'm not going to call that one, Robbie.
No, Marcus says he's got one.
Marcus says he's got one. They got a better view than we have.
Well, it looks like one anyway. On that camera angle.
Good thing for Howard, he's still got one to come, so...
Yeah, Wes is in a quandary. He can play.
I don't believe it. An ambulance went past with no siren.
Wow.
That's a rarity. Oh, Wes has played weight here. But he's got to be careful. No, he's just going to fade.
He was playing to push that bowl out.
Yeah.
Probably would have been a bit more open on the other hand to do that.
Yeah.
And if he was wide and got the jack, he's got the catcher there.
Problem was, if he hit that bowl of Howard's, a chance it onto the jack and the jack in the ditch, and trailing it. But yeah, he certainly had a better option there. This is, if it's got the weight, this is going to come in well too. He's just going to be short, I think. Yep. A lovely track. once again, just that little bit of experience between a first timer and a seasoned campaigner.
Yeah, and Howard.
Yep. I mean, he's putting up a great effort for a first tournament, you know, and sort of, I know the first year I did it 2 years ago, it really was a roller coaster of emotions, you know, because you're sort of playing against people you've never played against, you never met, and sort of, and then all of a sudden, bang, you're thrown on a live stream, and my opponent, my live stream, the first thing he said to me, he said, "Oh, have you ever been on TV before?" I said, "Yeah, I have actually, but I just didn't tell him it was with bowls." So he tried the little psychological advantage, but
yeah, this game is built on psychological warfare.
Yeah. And the wonderful thing I like about the live stream is I know I went home on Monday night and I watched my game and I looked at my game management. I had a look at my delivery and make sure everything was better than what I thought it was. You know, I come away with the win, fortunately, and it's sort of sometimes when you're playing you think, oh, you know, I didn't do that, or I didn't do this, and when you come away with the win and it's good, what a great start. That is as good a start as you could get.
Wes came up to me this morning before the game started, and he says, "Are you going to do any delivery shots and things like that there?" I says, "Wes," I says, "I will be doing that, because if I was playing out there, I would like somebody to do that, because I would like to analyse what my delivery's doing."
Absolutely.
And he was over the moon when I says that. Yes, I definitely will be.
I do have to ask one question, Robbie, while I think of it. Has anybody else bowled a wrong bias on live stream this week?
Yes.
Oh.
But once again, I was busy looking at the laptop and I didn't get to track it.
No. It tracked on the camera straight into the ditch on the side.
But the action, no, I would have zoomed in on it right all the way in. But
thanks,
no,
mate. Thank you.
There's been two. There's been two, and I've missed capturing both of them. So,
what a lovely bowl from Howard. He's got a really good length, and I'm surprised he's playing the forehand going away from the club, because he's got such a nice line on the backhand. So this side definitely easier to play. He's coming forehand now. This side that he's playing now is definitely easier to play than going away from the club and playing their forehand.
There is a lot of people with certain physical disabilities that prefer to play on their forehand.
Yeah. Look at this.
And
wow, what a lovely bowl.
He's certainly proving why he's playing on the forehand.
Yeah, and he's getting, and I think, you know, he's getting more confident as the game goes on. Sort of, he's from a Wes's point, he's certainly not going away.
Oh, it needs to be the quicker or wider.
Yep. You know what? I like what Wes has done there. He's played that shot. He's still got one bowl left. It hasn't worked. Okay. So, and
you can make the correction.
Too many people make the mistake of playing that on their last bowl, and they've got nothing to cover it. You know, Wes has had a go. Nope, didn't work. So now I'm just going to settle down, look at where this comes up to. Look at this. Look at this.
And it's going to be pretty hard for him to draw the shot.
Yeah.
You've got to attack that here.
Yep. Yeah.
And that is four absolute magic bowls.
Probably the four best bowls of the tournament from what I've seen.
Yep.
I think I've done three, but not four.
That is that is pretty special.
Yeah, yep. And that's a good thing from Wes. Come up and have a look. Not only does it gives him an idea of where he can think, it gives him a break, you know, sort of walk down, breathe, calm the nerves, think about what you've got to do.
He knows he can't draw it.
Yeah,
right? Having a look on the full size of that other one. Yeah, for him to try and draw a shot in there is damn near impossible. Yeah. So he's got to attack it. He's got to hit it. He's got to get that split in the front too.
The thing he's got to be careful of, he only wants to play probably a 2 metre shot over, because if he goes for a full-blooded drive, too much can go wrong unless you're a confident dead set.
I wouldn't just go over 2
Yeah.
metres. No, 2
Yeah.
metres, you've got too much
Yeah.
variation on your line.
Yeah.
You got to go quick. Both feet off the ground, straight up the line.
That's all right for you. You're only 5 foot nothing.
Oh, a little bit bigger than that. But he's got to attack it.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah.
drawing it, you're just
Yeah,
going to still
yeah.
drop 4.
Yeah.
He's played this well.
I'll tell you what, he's played it
Coming
very
in.
well.
Coming in,
Oh, he's killed
Brilliant.
it. And you know what? He's going to pick up shot off that.
he's going to pick up more than one shot. I think
No,
he's got
he's-
a couple, hasn't he, back
No,
here?
nope, they've all gone out of bounds.
Ah,
Yep. He's put... So he's picked up one shot.
yep. Well, that's a great turnaround.
Yep. And, you know what? I'd almost say that Wes has used his get out of jail free card there.
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
that was
Yeah.
a beautiful fall.
Yeah. Yep.
That would have made it, 16-13 all
And-
on again
yep.
with 3 shots.
And the thing is, Howard's just got to walk away with that, saying, right, don't worry about that. Let's do that again.
Yeah.
Because that put Wes under pressure, And,
Howard played 4 magic bowls.
oh,
Just
and the
bang.
upside for Howard is he's got to look at that and say, okay, I only dropped 1 shot.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse. I've only dropped 1 shot,
Yeah, that's
had Wes have got those 2 front bowls split, he would have probably put them out of bounds, trailed the jack through and picked up a couple, so that out of every negative you've got to look for the positives and take the positives from that. Once again, Wes has gone for that similar length. He's got the mat up about 2.5 metres, jack on the tee. But he's also got to remember he dropped a shot last end to that, so...
that was only with the last bowl too, though. So he'll be thinking that. Well,
Yeah.
Howard might have been just a little bit lucky getting that one in, but Howard would have been saying, "Well, I played for that."
Yep.
So different mindsets from for the both players.
Yep. And once again, he's just gone a little bit wide. Beautiful weight, but he's just not coming back out there. If you go, just there's that little margin there that says yes and no, and it's so hard to get the yes.
And Howard's still playing that hand at forehand as well. So definitely they're playing round the clock. Well, he's playing round the clock.
Yep.
So he definitely favours his forehand.
Yep. I'm not sure what Howard's using, but I know Wes is using the Henselite XG's
Howard's got dynamics.
Dynamics. Well, say no more. Saying mine every time. And I've noticed that my dynamics here have been turning beautifully on the grass. Wes has gone out there again. Played it with a little bit more weight.
He was doing a bit of searching there,
Yeah, he's sort of
and he's going to
just losing a little bit of mind track here at the moment, Wes. I mean, he played a great shot to get shot, save 4, but he's just I'm just wondering if he's not looking at the score and thinking, I've just got to get 4 shots, but look at this. This is a lovely bowl. Wow. I'll tell you what, Howard not going away, and he's not going down without a fight.
No, he's actually playing extremely well.
He's saying to himself, well, Wes, if you want this game, you're going to have to earn it, buddy.
Now, Wes has got a handy little lead at 17-9. He's on the springboard. He only needs 4 shots.
Yep.
But Howard's, he's saying that we're going to put him under a bit of pressure again.
I was in the gold medal match on Tuesday, and I sat on 19 shots for 3 ends.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a good reply from Wes. That's put it
Secured
back.
second shot.
Yep. Howard just got to stay. Oh no. I'm not so sure I agree with what he's done there. But who am I to know?
That's right.
Look at this for a bowl.
There was no harm in it.
Oh, he's
Probably needed to be about 3 foot deeper
Yeah.
between the 2 blues here.
Yep.
Because I do
But what he
believe...
has done, he's forced Wes to probably change hands now.
Yep, Wes has got a play on his backhand.
Yep.
Got a catch over here about 4:30 by the Club Trim side logo.
Yep.
You can sit the bowl out for 2.
Yeah. Wes is having a good think about this.
He's in 2 minds.
Yeah. I mean, the ideal shot for Wes is just to play through with about 2 foot of weight onto Howard's bowl, clean, knock it out, hit and sit for 2.
Yeah,
So,
he's still not sure. He's,
yep. And you know what? Sometimes this can work against you. You take too long, you know. Sometimes you're better off just going, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Yep.
Yep. Sort of. Yeah, he sprayed that well wide. Yep. He sort of, just from what I saw of his delivery then, he looked a bit rushed then. And sort of, I think he was in 2 minds as to what weight, what width and everything. Sort of, sometimes you're better off just saying, okay, I'm going to play the draw, I'm going to play with 2 foot of weight, step on the mat and do it.
That's the big thing. When you get on that mat, you've got to be in one mindset
you have
only.
you have to have your shot. You just, the mat's there to execute the shot. You have to know what shot you're going to execute, you know. And that's probably a safe option there for Howard. I think he's going to be a bit shy on weight. He's well wide. But he's got a shot. That's all that matters. So,
He's in the double figures, so he's got that little milestone out of the way.
Tick that box off.
Yep. Next thing you'll be looking at is getting to, say, 15 before Wes gets over 17 or 18.
Yep.
That's his, that'll be his next little mini goal.
Yep. And that's all when I talk about game plan and game management. That's the thing that you've got to look at. You know, you can't be down 8 shots and think I've got to get 8 shots in the next 2 ends. You've just got to chip away. Then, I mean, if you drop 1 shot, that's not so bad. But if you're down 8 shots and you drop a 3 or a 4, that's murder. You know, that's sort of.
You know, during the Aussie Open this year, I played with three Kiwi blokes, and we were down in one of the games, and I just said to them, I said, look, don't worry. I says, all we've got to do is to score 1 on each end and a 2 on one end, and we'll be right. And all of a sudden we picked up a 3 and a 2, so it put us that little bit step ahead of what we were targeting.
Yeah.
But you know, it's you don't need to get, as you say, you don't need to get all 8 in one hit or in 2 ends. You know, you can have 6 ones and a 2. I mean, you know, that's...
My first 2 singles games on Monday, dropped the 4 on the first end. Was down 7-3 in the first game and come back and won that 21-12. Was down 4-0 after the first end and come back and won that 21-10. You know, you just got to... If you're going to drop a 4, I look at it the positive. If you're going to drop a 4, you drop it on the first end.
Drop it early.
Drop it early. Get it out of the road, you know.
Whereas look at Matty the other day in one of his games. He was down 17, 18, I think it was. And he picked up a 4 to go out straight away, bang.
Yeah.
No piddling around. Just get the 4 and get over and done with. So.
Yeah. And I mean, it's always nice to do that, but sort of, I look at 4s. The 4s are a Christmas bonus, you know. I'm always looking at 1s and 2s. 4s are there to take if they're there to take.
Oh, that's it.
But you know, like,
well,
at the end of the day...
3s are a really good bonus as well. But
at the end of the day, if you score 1 shot, you've won the end. So...
And that's especially in an end game, like pairs of 4s.
Yeah.
That's one end less that they can score on. But if you're playing singles and you score a shot an end, invariably you'll win the game.
Exactly. You know, I mean, I didn't have a game of singles this week under 23 ends. Sorry.
Yep.
You know, so because I was just picking 1s. You know, you take 1s. Don't be greedy. Play your percentages. You know, sort of. In the final on the gold medal match twice, I put it in my pocket. I was holding 1 shot.
Yep.
But was on a very, very low percentage to try and make it 2. So I thought, you know what, 1's better than giving 2 away. So I just put it in my pocket, you know. And not enough bowlers. Too many bowlers think that they have to touch the jack, they have to score every bowl. It's not that. You know, you've got to play your percentages.
And the biggest thing is you don't even have to touch a jack. All you got to do is get your bowls closer than the opposition's bowls.
Like Howard's done here, you know. Like, once again, he's just drawn in. Wes has got a resting toucher on Howard's bowl. But I would say from the angle we're looking at, Howard would have shot.
Oh, yes.
Now, he's come down to have a look. So he's only got one option here to play. He's got to play forehand. His perfect bowl would be round and match that bowl of Wes's down sitting on the centre line behind the jack. That would be a perfect bowl for him because he's got coverage down on the tee of Wes. We know Wes was not afraid to have a go at it, so he's got coverage on the tee. But
he's just got to trust his line here and that will come round it.
So that's, if he's got the weight, and I'm not sure he's got the weight.
Oh, so close.
Oh, gee, that rolled out, but I think that's just shy.
It is.
And Wes probably looks at that and thinks, you know, if I'm looking for my bowl on the left, on the right of the screen there, the blue and black bowl, that's Wes's bowl. He's looking for that. You know, if he can get a hit on that with a foot of weight, that'll probably knock his in, knock Howard's out.
And he'll probably follow in and sit for two.
Yeah, but if he's a little bit shy and he gets an edge wick off Howard's bowl on the right, then it's a chance he can hit, sit, drop, you know, in maybe. But it all depends on what Wes has decided to play. So he's going to play the backhand.
Yep, sensible.
And I think he's looking for his bowl.
And that'll push Howard's bowl out. He's looking
for his bowl.
And bring his one in.
He's looking for his bowl.
Played it very, very well.
What a lovely bowl. What a great bowl.
Unfortunately ran away on that.
Yeah.
Bowl.
But has he got Howard's bowl out enough?
Well, he's got one shot.
Yep.
He just hasn't. It ran away for the second one.
Yep.
The delivery bowl just slid off too much. But it was an opportunity for them both to stay there for two shots.
Yep.
Just missed it by millimetres.
Wes, we talk about picking ones. That's all Wes has got to do. You know, he's up to 18. So he can afford to drop a couple of ones safely. You know.
Yep.
And that's the way you've got to look at it. You know, you can look at it when you've got an 8-shot buffer. You can say, yep, I can drop a couple of ones. I can pick a couple of ones up, and all of a sudden, it's game over. You know. So it's when you start dropping multiples, that's when it starts to hurt.
Yep.
And it hurts big time. Ooh, that was a wild throw. And once again, Wes has opted for that mat up, 2.5 metres. A little bit shorter on the jack. He's probably a metre off the tee this time. But the width on his delivery, it's the track that he's just been going a little bit too wide. Yep, he's gone out there again. I'm really not sure if this is going to come back from out there. The Henselite XGs in general don't like to turn too early. They're more of a hockey stick turn, like we see. It's not a bad outcome. He's jack high, but he just needed to be another half a metre in. Whereas the Dynamics, they've got a much more of a Sydney Harbour Bridge, as we say, turn.
That's where you drop them into the water from, isn't it?
I've been fortunate enough to be taken on board with Aero with a sponsorship, so thank you so much for that, and everything seems to be working well this week for the first tournament under the Aero logo. I've come away with a gold medal so far, so hopefully they'll be happy with that. I'll go home and write a report and send off to them.
Yep.
I really think, if I'm Howard, I would have been going to the forehand, the backhand. He's got that line on there, you know. I know he can see a tunnel under there, but
He's been playing that other side of the rink so well.
very well, yeah, yep. But I tell you what, he's not doing a bad job here either.
Going to prove us wrong.
Yep. I don't mind them proving us wrong. It's a commentator's curse that. But I still, for mine now, if I'm Howard and Wes has picked up on that, I'm going forehand now. I've got to catch it. I've got a safe bowl behind. I've got to catch it behind. You really can't do. Even there, I really can't see that you could do any major damage by playing the forehand on that. But he's obviously found something rhythm, and he's confident with what he's doing on the backhand. That's another lovely bowl. Oh, he's just pushed it through a foot too far.
Okay, now Wes has got an opportunity here.
Yep.
To play his forehand again and come just round the jack and sit that bowl out. Now he can play the backhand as well.
Yep.
Come round the jack, sit the bowl out.
Even if he can just edge that jack across, he's got 2 catches there.
And he's very close to doing that.
That's what he's done,
Yep,
and he's picked up 3. What a great bowl.
And he's holding game.
Yep. That could be game, set and match. So that's a lovely bowl.
Okay, so Howard hasn't taken too long. He knows what he needs to do.
I think he's 2 bowls too late on that.
And he's just hanging a bit high.
Yeah, yep. But, I mean, look at that. Look at where his bowls have all ended up. He's certainly bowling well, you know.
Oh, he's played very well.
Oh, absolutely. And sort of, so it'll be a great experience for Howard. His first time on live stream, and you know he can hold his head up high.
Second time on live stream.
Second time on live stream.
Yeah,
wow.
He was on first thing yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Just the way the draw worked out on the rinks.
Yeah.
With so many players.
Yep. Michael and I had a bit of conversation about that last night. So after the confusion of our draw on Monday.
That one there, I was a bit guilty of helping him on that one to fix that problem. That was there was three teams or 3 players that were playing double rinks. We couldn't leave it like that.
Yeah. Oh look, at the end of the day, it all worked out. I was happy with the outcome. Maybe not if the outcome had been the other way, but.
But you know, it was just something that had to be done.
Yeah. And look, you know, you have to be fair to everybody, sort of. But yeah.
But anyway, we're going to go into our sponsors' thanks now.
Yep.
I've got a few things to get done yet prior to the next game, which is due to start at 11:30. They're pulling it back a bit of time, to pulling back a half an hour from yesterday.
Yep.
So we can get the last game, the gold medal one, finished.
Yep.
So people have still got time to travel home.
Yeah. Yep.
So 11:30 is our next game, and that'll be round 5 of the physically impaired singles. Clive Williams from Boonaroo against Shane Kerr from Helensvale. In the meantime, we'd like to thank the Club Chermside and Northern Suburbs Bowls Club for their sponsorship and support for these 2026 Queensland Multidisability Championships. We thank them very much for the use of the clubs and facilities, their greens, and also for all of the markers, umpires, and the other staff that are involved in things.
Great effort.
We'd love to thank them very much for that.
Yep.
And of course, Bowls Queensland is proudly sponsored and supported by Mullins More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, J. Carroll Club Promotions, the Bioscapes Group, TGI Puma, and Village Motors.
Yep.
Now, if anybody is after any of the services or things that these people have, certainly contact them, because they are, after all, looking after bowls in Queensland, and all the bowlers in Queensland are covered by these sponsors as well.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
if you've got any opportunities, certainly give them a yodel.
Yep.
So thank you, Steve.
Yeah,
And you're going to be in here for the next game as well?
Yeah, I'm quite happy. I wait for the gold medal playoff this afternoon, so I'm quite happy to sit here. It's relaxing for me, and I can watch bowls. And
Okay.
yeah, no, not a problem.
that's
I'd be
good.
happy to.
Thank you, because
Yep.
it just it eases my throat a bit. It's still very, very sore. I had a bit of a rough night, so
Yeah.
it's a bit touchy, and it's always good to have somebody to bounce off.
All right,
So
buddy.
thank you very much,
No
Steve.
worries at all.
And
And-
what we'll do is we'll call it quits for
Yep.
this one, and we'll catch up with everybody again at about 11:30.
See you soon.
Bye.